Now more than ever, music must serve as a means of promoting the tolerance and understanding that allows us to live together with civility and with joy. This begins when we offer our children access to a quality arts education. Instead, we find that the arts continue to be slashed in our schools. And folks, that's a problem. The Scholastic Testing Service tells us that students who study the arts score an average of 30 to 40 points higher in both math and science. Yet we now have half the number of children participating in high school band and choral programs than just 8 years ago. And where are these arts programs being cut first? Well, it begins in the inner city and in the rural school systems. The very people, the very places that have given us most of our cherished and emulated indigenous musical forms. First, our society rips the arts from their lives, and now these same bureaucrats and political opportunists convene congressional hearings to supposedly protect society from what I believe to be our most important, authentic, and provocative contemporary musical forms. Voices which communicate the stark and troubling realities suffered by those whom society has forgotten. This irony exposes a national crisis, and only we can solve it. Nobody else, just us. We've got to make our voices heard. And what is our role as a music community? What is our responsibility? Well, one of the most important things we do all year long is to fight for the protection of our artistic rights. The right to express ourselves with a power and immediacy unique to music. And the right to protest, provoke, and even sometimes, hey, most of the time, harshly drive home the realities of being excluded from the American dream. But through the influence of our medium, we also have the right, and I believe the responsibility, to be a source of pride and positive influence in the lives of our children, many of whom see JL as a step up from their daily existence. We have been and continue to be a healing force between different cultures and communities. And we have the obligation to honor, not tear down, the image of women in this country, some of whom work 2 jobs in order to support 3 kids who come home from school, some of whom work 2 jobs to support 3 kids. These kids come home from school to a television set where our videos serve as their primetime entertainment. When over 2,000 kids go to school every day with a gun in their lunchbox, the glorification of violence and substance abuse and the bashing of those who are different from us, it serves nobody's interests. And we've got to remember one thing in closing. You know, we may not all see ourselves as role models, but in a world which does so very little to provide hope or to instill pride, it's our children who have the absolute right, and I believe should even demand the very best that we have to offer as an industry. Thank you. Thank you very much.